Meet Arnold. Last time we left him in space without a spacesuit, and it seems he doesn't like it here. Let's return him to Earth, or rather, into the ocean. You got lucky here. So, you're inside a sperm whale. But why are you lucky? You slipped through the teeth of the sperm whale. Each tooth weighs 2.2 pounds and can crush any and all of your bones. It's quite dark in here. Where does the light come from inside a sperm whale? There's tons of water around you, fish and plankton. The IQ of all these creatures is greater than yours. Now, you have two ways out of here. The sperm whale's throat is only 20 centimeters in diameter, so you are unlikely to get into its stomach without our help. Your story ends here. The hydrochloric acid in the stomach of the sperm whale is so concentrated that you'll suffer multiple chemical burns and painfully die from shock. The second way out is much more doable. Now the sperm whale will start to get rid of excess water, everything inedible, and if you're lucky, you too. Whales swim at a depth of 200 meters, but such an unprepared little wimp like you could only escape at a maximum depth of 20 meters without equipment. But what's this? Do you smell smoke? Where does smoke inside a sperm whale come from? Arnold, do you feel like a real boy? Okay, but you certainly won't drown in the water. Put your finger up if you like this video, send it to your friends, and subscribe to my channel. There are many more exciting experiments coming with our friend Arnold. Arnold, you must be tired of the fact that something very unpleasant is happening around you. We have a surprise. Today, nothing will be around you, even air. Welcome to free space. Did you grab a spacesuit? It was in vain. To the disappointment of the audience, you will not explode because of the difference in pressure. The skin can retain internal organs and protect your blood from boiling. Are you surprised that you are not covered in a crust of ice? The fact is that the vacuum of space has no thermal conductivity and convection, so to get to even absolute zero will take a very, very long time. There's no oxygen, so nothing protects you from the ultraviolet rays and radiation. Soon burns will appear on unprotected skin areas, but this is not the worst thing. Your main enemy is the lack of oxygen. The brain will turn off after 10 to 15 seconds. Arnold? Probably happened already. You fainted. You have about 30 seconds to 2 minutes. If during this time the body is again given access to oxygen and restored to pressure, then you can fully live the rest of your life. Although your full life is unlikely to be experienced. That's because, of course, you have not thought of holding your breath. In this case, the air in your lungs will simply rupture. Ah, that's what that sound was. Put likes if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel in order to not miss new releases. And be sure to look at old ones if you haven't already. See you later. This is Arnold. A radioactive leopard has bitten Arnold today, and he now has superpowers. First, he can move at the speed of light. And second, he looks like a bitch. Let's give your abilities a try. Run, Arnold, but not for long. Your body will instantly heat up and burn away from friction with the air molecules. It looks even more miserable than your breakfast. But suppose you have a suit that will protect you against the high temperatures. Moving at the speed of light, you can circle the Earth at the equator 7 times per second. But you won't even have time to run through the first fence with your luck. Even with your sickly body, the force of the impact will be such as if you transferred it to a collision with a truck. Even more, the only place where you can run at the speed of light without obstacles is open space. But you will find problems even here. At that speed, even a hydrogen molecule will be like a bullet for you. And even without reaching the speed of light, you will die from radiation. So better let's repeat this thing again with the trucks. Put your finger up if you like this video, send it to your friends, and subscribe to my channel. There are many more exciting experiments coming with our friend Arnold. This is Arnold. Hey Arnold. Let the lady through. As you guessed, today we will talk about quicksand. By the way, you're already in it. You need to move as hard and quick as possible if you want to go even deeper. And if you want to get out, then listen to what you need to do. Throw away from yourself anything heavy. For example, the list of women who've denied you sex. Lie on your back and try to swim smoothly to a safe place. It's strange that you think this viper's nest is safe. Don't be afraid of quicksand. It's rarely more than a half-meter deep. But you can be threatened by predators. The tide, after all, quicksand occurs on the ebb, and dehydration. Call for help. You have enough time to wait for the rescuers. After all, a body is well mummified and preserved for centuries in the sands. Put likes if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel in order to not miss new releases, and be sure to look at old ones if you haven't already. See you later. Meet Arnold. He's alive despite all the misfortune. The bad news is that the rest of the people don't know about it, and now he's in a coffin. Hey, the poor guy. Do you want some advice? Keep calm. The deeper you breathe, the more you spend oxygen, which you have enough for 1 to 2 hours. Try to breathe deeply and exhale slowly. This will help prolong your life, which is not needed by anyone. It's easy to break through the lid in cheap coffins. Such bad guys like you will be buried in these coffins. Remember what Pei taught you. Well, or take the brass knuckles that your friends put in the coffin and hit the center. Cover your face with clothes so that the ground does not block your airway, and start ramming the ground around yourself. When the place inside the coffin is finished, try to sit down. You did. Wow, we didn't believe in you the way your parents did. Now, try to crawl upwards, wriggling like a worm. Arnold, did you get out? It's incredible. I hope that no one thinks that you're a zombie. God, Arnold, you are such a loser that we have to pay twice for your funeral. Put your finger up if you like this video, send it to your friends, and subscribe to my channel. There are many more exciting experiments coming with our friend Arnold. Meet Arnold. Arnie, please welcome the audience. Oh yeah, you're dying. We need to warm you up somehow. What if we go to the sun? Just for a nanosecond. The surface temperature of our sun is 5,800 degrees Kelvin. It sounds terrible, but in fact, this bag of shit does not even sweat for a nanosecond in the sun. The brain realizes that it saw a bright flash only 30 million nanoseconds after, and if we are talking about Arnold's brain, it will take twice as long. But what if you change the teleport settings a bit and send you inside? The temperature inside the sun reaches 15 million degrees Kelvin, unlike the surface. Here you will already be baked, as it should be. You will feel yourself as if in a microwave before you can be served on a tray with an apple in your mouth due to short photon waves. The heart, stomach, and liver will burst inside the body. Arnie, as you dreamed when you dressed as a pirate and cried, "Arr, shiver me timbers," to the last Halloween. Only there's one little problem. Your DNA ionizes even before you burn, so we cannot clone you anymore. You need to come up with another way to save your fat ass. Write your ideas in the comments. How would we warm up the dying Arnold? And where would you like to send him next time? Put likes if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel in order to not miss new releases, and be sure to look at old ones if you haven't already. See you later. Say hello to Arnold. In the last release, he jumped from a height of more than 30,000 feet without a parachute. He was very fortunate as he fell into a pile of snow and lived. But that's not for long. Arnold, just don't panic. Control yourself. You have landed near the Fuji Dome in Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth. The temperature here sometimes reaches minus 132.16 degrees Fahrenheit. Under such conditions, a person's eyes and lungs freeze in just a few minutes. But fortunately, you have arrived here during the summer. The air is now a relatively warm minus 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body will cool down in such conditions by 1 degree every half hour. In less than an hour, your muscles will begin to shrink, convulsively trying to regain their lost heat. Then you will feel a terrible attack of panicky fear, and your legs and hands will burst from the cold. This is because the peripheral vessels have already begun to contract, moving the blood deep into the body in order to keep the most vital organs warm. But the tremors will soon pass, and you won't feel the cold so much anymore. But Arnie, don't relax. This is a false sensation. The fun is just beginning. A second, even more powerful attack occurs after a short while. Your body will begin to shake like a Boeing jetliner during a crash. You will then feel the effect of narcotic intoxication from hormones and endorphins, with some attendant confusion and, of course, a loss of coordination. Arnold, how you feeling? You're almost at the point of extreme hypothermia. Your body's about to cease its last attempts to warm itself. In a moment, you will pass out. Additionally, you will suffer from some disorders in your cardiac activity and respiration. Your journey will end after you reach a body temperature below 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Death will come. Can you hear me? Arnold! Arnold! Try not to pass out. It seems we found a way to help you. Can you hear me? Get ready. We are now teleporting you to... What do you think? Where did we send him? Write your scenario in the comments. The answer will be found in the next issue in a week. And don't forget to put likes, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you liked this video. I worked very hard on this and would be incredibly pleased if you do this. Thanks for your attention and see you next Monday. Meet Arnold. Arnold, relaxed and carefree, is at this moment flying to see his cousin in Switzerland for the weekend. But suddenly something most unfortunate happens. Both of the aircraft's engines unexpectedly stop working. The airplane is going to crash. Come on, Arnold. You gotta do it. Come on, Arnold. Jump! Jump! At the moment, Arnold is hurtling towards the Earth's surface at a speed of 173 feet per second, without a parachute. He just barely understands what's happening. This won't take long. His journey will end in exactly 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Right at this moment, Arnold is 30,000 feet off the ground, which means he's probably already starting to choke. Because of the extremely rarefied air, there's just not much oxygen at this height, and he's going to lose consciousness due to hypoxia. Well, that's what I said. Arnold! Arnold! Thank God you're awake. Arnold, this is not the end. You have just begun to fall. While he was unconscious, Arnold's body flew about a third of the way down. Now Arnold has reached a mark of approximately 21,000 feet. At this altitude, he can breathe freely, but will it save his life? If we imagine that Arnold fell out of the plane after it fell apart in the air, then one possibility is he could try to catch many objects and pieces of debris falling around him and gather them into some kind of cocoon around him. Such a peculiar cocoon of objects will significantly increase his chances of survival. But it must be done very quickly, and there's almost no time. Arnold, now the most important thing. You should try to soften your landing. It will be necessary to not fall on concrete or water, and not on something sharp and pointy, like the spire of the Eiffel Tower. Best to go for something like a haystack, or snow a few meters deep, or, best of all, a stuffed animal factory. And finally, Arnold will be much better off if he tries to loosen his limbs and relax before landing. 3, 2, 1. Contact. How do you feel, Arnold? Arnold, are you still alive? Stay tuned. This is just the beginning. Put your finger up if you like this video, send it to your friends, and subscribe to my channel. There are many more exciting experiments coming with our friend Arnold.